We're live.
We're not live.
We're recording right now.
How do you don't know how your phone works yet?
No, it works.
Well, I'm recording.
Okay, so
here.
how do you know?
I don't know. We're gonna figure it out if it works.
Wait.
I'll check in like 10 minutes
Okay.
to see if it's recording or not.
Okay.
What do you mean? Why don't you know if it's recording?
It
Should we
is,
stop
but
it
I
now?
can't see the numbers. Like I can't see the seconds that it's going. Like 1, 2, 3, 4.
Why?
Because
not
the
on the
tripod thing is covering it,
Ah.
so I can't see if it's recording or not. However,
C'est un problème.
yeah, I think it's recording. I'll check in 10 minutes. Okay.
Okay. What if we have like a groundbreaking discussion?
Like what?
I don't know.
Then you guys will have a groundbreaking discussion. And I'll go fix the camera.
Okay.
Anyways, welcome back.
See.
I'm out of breath. Oh damn.
I think that burger did something to you, bro.
Come on, heartburn.
No, but I sprinted the Popeyes in back. I don't know if you guys were watching me at the window.
I
Why
don't
would
think
I
I
do
can
that?
see the street. From
Yeah,
If
you
you guys, if I lived here and you guys,
Yeah.
and I, one of you told me, hey, I'm gonna go to Popeyes. I'm gonna watch you run across the street.
Why?
I don't know. Snipers.
Anyways, can you introduce the podcast?
Welcome back. This is episode 18, but
My life
Don't
is
Think Too
in
Hard.
Is it?
19.
19.
I don't know.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
It's 19.
Eventually we're gonna have to stop saying these episode numbers.
I know it's 19.
It's 19. 100%
Yeah.
it's 19.
19.
Okay. Let's
Because
keep going.
we had the same conversation last
It's
week.
fine. Let's go.
Welcome back.
Continue.
This is episode 18 of Don't Think Too Hard. The podcast brought to you by
Plus minus
me,
1.
Maciej, and my two co-hosts, Andre and Johnny.
Do
Wait.
that on purpose?
You say you, Maciej?
No.
No,
What?
it's like me, comma Maciej. Like me, I am
Oh,
Maciej.
Yeah,
I thought you
me,
said you
Maciej.
and then Maciej. I was like, gee, we have shadow clones in here.
Shout out Clone Jutsu, baby. I wish I had shout out Clone Jutsu. Oh my gosh, that'd be my favorite jutsu.
Why?
Because my clone would go to work.
Would you know what your clone did, though?
Yeah, once it disappears, you get all the knowledge your clone did.
Ah.
Yeah, but
But you only
They had a
get
whole
it.
they had a whole 2 episodes of Naruto about it.
I know, but you don't know what's happening live.
No,
so
I
what
don't.
if, like, you get information and your clone
What if your
became
clone
a
gets you fired?
sociopathic serial killer?
But my clone is an extension of me.
yeah, but what if your clone gets you
What if it's your
fired?
dark side of you?
I know it's not my
Your
dark
violent side that gets
But technically,
replicated.
it would use your current knowledge to make decisions. That
Yes.
does not mean that it would make the same decisions as you would.
Right. It's like having a
But
robot.
if it's
It's like-
if
yeah.
it's an exact clone of me,
yeah, it doesn't have your conscience though. It just
But
has
it's
your
but
personality.
but once it's a clone in the real world,
Okay, point
immediately
is,
its experience is different than yours.
I'll find a new job.
What
It's
if it
okay.
experiences prejudice because
What
it's
if it
just a
gives me
copy?
a raise?
What if on the way to work, someone steps on its shoes, then someone drives past it in a puddle, then now he's all wet. Now he's just pissed. So now he's already angry, goes into work. He does his label thing, and then the boss comes in and he's like, "This is wrong," and then he just fucking
And then
snaps.
And then
Okay.
he pushes the boss into the machine, and the boss gets labeled. Now you have flesh labeled stickers or cards.
That
And
sounds.
now you're a felon, and you
You
have
know
to
what?
escape the cops.
Outside of my pushing my boss into the label, you just perfectly described my whole week. So you don't have no reason
Push
to
your
ask me.
boss into a machine.
No, I said other than that.
Oh,
Other than that, I was
Aye.
so pissed off all week. Like I don't know what it was, man. Something just irked me.
see, that's dangerous. You would have shadow cloned Jutsu, a homicidal maniac.
Yeah.
I was just angry, man. I had a bad week.
You'd be like Mr. Meeseeks.
How was your week, guys?
You go first, Johnny.
It was good.
It was good.
It was good.
Nice.
Oh, it was my sister's birthday on Monday.
Oh, happy
Oh,
so I
birthday,
bought
little
her-
Johnny.
So that's a good actually. a good
Did
analogy.
she get a bottle of maple syrup too?
No, she's like a IT computer geek person. So I
Mhm.
bought her a 2 terabyte hard drive, and she squealed, like actually. So that was new.
That would be so dope. I'd love a 2 terabyte hard drive.
Yeah, she
My
was
1
very
terabyte's
excited.
almost out. It's almost out of space.
I
bro.
I've never bought a hard drive in my entire life, and I went to university for design.
What do you
Yeah.
need a hard drive for? If your laptop had enough space on it? Or
Guess
did you
so.
just delete shit?
I did delete shit.
You
A lot of stuff.
crazy mother. Whoa.
I didn't realize how much storage
That was loud. What was that?
a terabyte has until she explained it to me. It's like 1,000 gigabytes or something.
Yeah,
That's nuts.
it's crazy.
Yeah.
I still never used up the. How much is an Apple Mac like that?
Mine's 128. Mine's like fucking nothing.
Yes.
Yours is older, so it's probably more than mine is.
Whatever the case is, I have
So-
no longer. It's okay because all I deleted was my first year work. My first year work was bad.
Yeah, I don't like.
I was not a
deleting
fan of
shit.
my first year work
I don't like deleting shit. Gives me anxiety for some reason.
because it's like I might need this later.
Yeah, even though I
But
may
you're
never
like,
use it.
it's like hoarding files,
Yeah, I think that's the problem.
and then you'll be like, I know, but I might need it. That's my problem in FIFA right now. I have so many cards I need to sell, but I'm always like, I might need it later.
I think I got that problem from my mom, because she used to throw away my toys when I was a kid because she thought I was too old for them. And then
you
now
love
I'm
them?
like, I don't know, but now like that reaction was like, no, I'm keeping everything. You don't control
You don't,
what I
you
do.
don't, you
And
don't
now
control
it's
me.
like I don't want to throw away anything.
I think I developed it once because there was this time I got Street Fighter 4. I've never sold a game before, but I'm like, I haven't played this in months, so I'm gonna sell it and buy something else. Literally the next week, I'm like, yo, I want to play Street Fighter right now. Could I play it? Nope, it was gone.
That sounds like
Couldn't
something.
That's
play
the
it.
worst thing.
That sounds like a terrible idea. Then
Yeah,
that
so
sounds like a you problem.
that's why from now on I don't like getting rid of shit because who knows, man?
Yeah.
Who
No,
That's why I could like when I heard people like selling video games to like EB games or to other friends. I was like, I don't think I could ever do that.
I have
why I
so
don't
many
buy them.
old video. I still have like NHL 05 because I'm like, I might play.
I have FIFA 06 for PC.
I have FIFA. Earliest FIFA I have was the World Cup edition of 06.
Okay.
Man, I got
No,
FIFA I got
winning
FIFA
11-8.
I have FIFA 04. Chilling.
I have winning 11-8 international, which I think came out in 2003, 2004. It was before PES was a thing. Like this company took PES.
Yeah, winning 11 was dope.
Yeah,
Bro, I
it
used
was.
to have FIFA Street 2 for PS2, and I don't know where it is, and I'm upset. I don't even have my PS2 anymore, but I just want the disc.
I still have my PS2.
I have my
Perfect
PS1.
functional order. It's great.
That's
Got my
good.
Nintendo 64. Got my PS2.
Which baffles me how people like get the new Xbox and it's already broken, or the new PlayStation is already
a
broken.
They
lot of
probably, like,
times-
I don't even know.
No, a lot of times, like especially when you get like the first batch of consoles, there's a lot of malfunctioning ones. Like it's like a normal like thing.
Maybe.
When you get the first batch, it's normal.
I'm following this guy on TikTok who does like computer repairs, and his whole feed for the last week and a half was like PS4, PS5 fixing, which is pretty dope. It's like apparently the for you PlayStation 5 users, don't knock it over.
Yeah,
Obviously,
lay it flat.
but also be very careful when you plugging in your HDMI cable.
Why?
The HDMI ports are incredibly fragile.
Wow.
Like if you have a cable in your HDMI and like your table shakes or something and your PlayStation falls over or something, it's GG.
Imagine paying $600 just to say, yeah, I shook my table and now I can't play it. It won't cast my TV.
What are you doing to shake your fucking?
I don't know.
Table
That's
down.
but like
You don't want answers.
yeah, I don't know. Whatever the case is, be careful with your HDMI ports on your PlayStation 5s.
Rage. It's
Yeah.
just gamer rage.
Oh,
You just shake
I was
the
like,
table.
what are you talking about? What
They
do you mean
throw
rage?
maybe they threw their controller.
And
Can you
it
even throw
bounced.
the controller anymore? Is it too expensive to do that?
Oh damn!
Yo,
That's like throwing a game.
You bet your firstborn daughter that is too expensive to do that shit anymore.
What is it?
why
Like,
daughter?
it's like 80.
Oh my
It's like $80 a controller, right?
Why is he
I
expensive?
feel like daughters should be more expensive because they're the ones that can carry on. Oh no, they don't.
No, they don't.
No, but like think of this way: your daughter
She's
births
carrying
your
on
kids.
someone else's bloodline.
I know,
so-
but they're still birthing your grandkids. A son
Yeah.
can't birth your grandkids.
but the son,
Can
make
produce.
someone else birth their grandkids.
yeah.
But technically, if who he impregnates doesn't like him anymore, she can just pick up the baby and cut, and then now you have no grandkids.
No, you
Whereas-
do have he doesn't have kids. That's the difference.
No.
You can-
Well, I
but
mean,
she
he
doesn't-
does have
she
kids.
doesn't
He
have
just
a
can't see
problem with
them.
You. She has a problem with your
Yeah, but
son.
why would you want to see the family when you don't want the son?
Because those are your kids.
What?
I don't know. Oh, are you talking from a girl's perspective?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, but then the guy still has a kid, but
But
he just
he-
can't see the kid.
Exactly.
She-
So I
So?
can't see my kid either because my son fucked up and now
But
she's
that
gone.
doesn't mean you don't have a kid.
But you have grandkids that you don't see. You're estranged from
Yeah.
the family now.
Exactly.
But you can still say you have grandkids.
I can
With
say
your last
that, but
name.
what's the point?
But what if the same thing happens in the reverse for the reverse?
Then she could use illegal things because the justice system always sides with the mother.
It
What
does?
if it doesn't? Like with Adele and her ex-husband.
Does it actually
He got-
side with the mother?
She has to pay him alimony now.
More cases than not. In more instances, it'll side with the.
Unless you're Adele.
Can I just say that burger, like, whew, I'm still breathing really heavily because of it. Like I'm out of shape if a burger knocked me out like that.
I don't think you're out of shape. I think that burger actually is toxic to your system.
It's like poison, bro.
It is, man. When was the last time you ate fast food?
Just now.
No, before.
I don't know, before COVID.
That's why. Now that's
your body.
Now
Your body's like, bro, what did you just put in me?
Holy shit, that's bad.
Yeah. So
But like I'm talking fast food. Like I've had Tim Hortons bagels every morning.
Nah, but that's different from a whole chicken burger.
Yeah, that's different. Like a bagel is
Like
very different than
a steroid-filled
that.
fried chicken burger.
Whew, my body feels like it's shutting down. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like that's making me.
That's the itis, bro. You have full-blown itis on the couch.
Bro, if I was a parent, I'd just give this shit to my kids, bro. Knock them out.
I'm pretty sure.
You know, if I'm sick and tired of my kids, I'm just like, okay, we're going to Popeyes.
They would never stop being pieces of shit. You're basically classically conditioning them to when they want bad food, delicious food, to act like a piece of shit.
Yeah, but then it just knocks them out.
Then you just rock bottom them to act right.
But you also understand the more they eat it, the more used their body gets to it. And they're also children.
Oh, they're crackheads.
So they'll basically become crackheads. But for Popeye's chicken sandwiches.
That was me when
Another
I was a
thing,
kid.
I don't know why all Americans were stabbing each other for them. They were okay. It was okay.
It was Chick-fil-A, I think.
No, it was the Popeye's chicken sandwich.
Yeah, like it was good. But would I stab the guy in line next to me over there?
That's from the Boondocks. Remember that episode, the fried chicken flu?
I never watched that show. I want to watch that show so bad.
Oh, you got to. But there's an episode in season 3. There's a fried chicken flu when they're releasing this chicken burger, and people literally like wanted to murder everybody because they ran out of it. So I think that's like what, predictive programming?
That's what it is. That's what the Simpsons. Oh, I heard. This is what I read the other day. That the Simpsons. No, the reason why they can predict so many things is because apparently the writer of the Simpsons, one of the writers, was a part of this expedition crew that went to this place that found like a stone or something that basically predicts the future, because they wanted to use it to stop future like world-ending events. But when they got the stone, they saw the future saying, "Oh, the world is being destroyed because you found the stone." Was what the future said. So then they put it back. But one of the writers for The Simpsons, he's like, you know what? I'm gonna keep some of this information, and now he's just like slipping it into Simpsons episodes.
You know, I don't know if this is fake or not. I don't know if this is fake or not. During the election, prior to the election, The Simpsons released an episode where they had an election like map.
Yeah.
Like, you know, when they say, oh, you know, this state voted this person, this state won this vote, whatever. The Simpsons episode had it like to what it was in real life. It matched perfectly.
That's crazy.
Which is frightening as fuck.
Is that the one where there was like in showed like January, and then there was like fires and all that shit?
You're asking me questions. I have no idea. I just saw this on Twitter.
Oh.
That's why I'm clarifying that I don't know if this is fake or not.
That's what I'm saying. But I saw an election map. I didn't check to see if it matched, but there was an election map that said basically that the Dems won, and then in January it shows like robots and like cities on fire.
Oh yeah, I think.
And it says January 2021 on it.
I think the San Francisco Bridge is gonna be bombed in the next decade, because I've seen it in so many movies. Like, you know those movies?
But it was in those movies because it already was bombed.
No. I've seen movies and like video games where the bridge gets bombed and then the suspension bridge gives out, and then
yeah, because it already has been.
No, I don't think it's been bombed. I think it just collapsed.
It definitely collapsed. I remember that.
Yeah.
But why?
I think,
what purpose?
I don't know.
Would that serve?
I have no idea.
No, it was a George Washington bridge that got bombed.
Okay.
Sorry, during 9/11.
I have no idea.
But if you were to ask that question, well, when the Simpsons were predicting like 9/11, I wouldn't be able to tell you why.
No, but I mean, like, most targets of terrorist attack have some like strategic
Civil
advantage.
War in America.
No, it means the World Trade Center was like a huge like business thing, like economy center, right?
Wait, I got
so
it.
then
I have an answer. Because
they watch The Simpsons
right
and
now,
they're like,
right now in America, it's divided between the liberals and conservatives. San Francisco is in California. California is a liberal state. If civil war ensues, the conservatives are going to want to destroy a emblematic symbol of liberalism. They're going to go to California and bomb the San Francisco Bridge. You heard it here first, folks.
Oh my god! If we become famous off this, I will lose my shit.
No, we'll probably have a bunch of black fans show up at our houses. I'll probably be taken away and never heard from again. And that'll be the end of Johnny.
What the fuck is
Can I ask you guys a question?
Left turn. Oh, sorry. Go on.
Did Trump ever build that wall?
No.
Did he even start
I
it?
think there's like a fence or something over there. I don't know exactly how far.
Or maybe he did. I don't know.
I don't know.
Who knows
Whatever.
anymore?
Anyways, what's your left turn?
Left turn. Well, not well. We're talking about world-ending things, and then I saw an article and a video talking about how the magnetic poles are shifting,
Mm-hmm.
and how if they shift enough, like, well, at some point they're gonna flip with like the north and south pole. Well, not the literal geographical one, but there's like a magnetic north
Mm-hmm.
and south pole, and they're saying that the north pole has been drifting 15 or 20 kilometers every year since like the 80s into Siberia, Russia, and they're saying that it's kind of messing with the magnetic field of Earth,
Mm-hmm.
because that's where the magnetic field, the source of the magnetic field comes from. So if it flips, it's gonna destroy. It could destroy everything, because that's what protects us. The magnetic field protects us from solar flares and radiation. So if the pole moves from the North Pole, the geographical North Pole, and then it flips to the south, or if it just moves to another location where there's a dense population of people, then the auroras that we see in the north are going to happen elsewhere. And that means there's a chance, I've heard, I don't know, there's a chance of radiation, solar radiation and solar flares leaking in and obliterating the areas that
That sounds like a Simpsons thing.
yeah.
My point is,
And migration is going to be crazy, because a lot of animals don't know where to go anymore. So you have nature literally at war with itself. Then you have the solar flares, the radiation, melting, electromagnetic pulses.
That's why you keep a
Yeah.
dog, because like, you know, when they do that little spin when they gotta take a shit,
Yeah.
like, but if you see them like start like
you
spinning
see
and
them
then they
panic,
start getting confused, then you're like,
then you're like,
oh,
I'm dying.
if you see a dog walking,
yeah.
and then all of a sudden it makes a 180 or makes a like a 70-degree left turn, you follow the dog and you go where it goes, because something's happening and it's not right.
That's what I'm saying.
Because bro, like in the tsunami in what was it, in Indonesia,
Mhm.
no animals died because they left 3 hours before the tsunami came. So I'm like, okay, y'all. First of all, it never occurred to you like,
There's
I
a
haven't
mass
seen a
migration of
squirrel.
animals.
I haven't seen a squirrel in like,
Come to think of it, my
Who
dog,
knows?
my neighbor's dog, and my neighbor's dog, all
They're
right
gone.
away.
there's no deer. I see a deer every day. This deer comes to my house to eat this peach. Still peaches outside.
Peaches outside.
I don't
So
know.
whack how freaking dumb humans are. I mean, like, we're smart because we can make all this shit, but at the same time, for like
Low-key, we're
basic
as dumb as
survival
cows.
skills, our basic survival skills are so low.
Yeah, we should have not
Because we-
survived when we survived. Like
Because
we should have died. We should have been extinct at like the primal age,
That's what I'm saying, man.
bro. We should have been slaughtered by saber-tooth tigers. Saber-tooth tiger. Saber.
Saber-tooth?
Saber. It's saber.
Saber.
You're right the first time, buddy. You're right. But yeah, I don't know, man. What are you gonna do about it? Like, someone, like, I hear people talking about there's so much shit that can just happen that will just end all of us. Like, what's the
Yeah.
point of worrying about it? Like, if a solar flare just decided to happen, all technology would just die, and then
Yeah.
immediately everyone would go, and then the whole world
Then
would
it's
descend
like,
into anarchy. All the food that people are keeping will just go bad. And
You
then
think it would? I think if doesn't
The
a
third
solar
world
flare
countries
come
would
and
become
like
first world.
doesn't solar flares like 20? What was that movie
Oh,
where they like it obliterated everything? It's like a wave
Knowing?
of fire. Just
is it
So-
knowing with the
yeah, that movie was fantastic.
yeah.
It was one of those bad movies that was really good.
There's a reason why I brought it up. Oh yeah, because this year the sun had been they recorded no sunspots for like 100 days, and that was in May when they said it's been 100 days since there's been no sunspots, which means there's no like solar activity or solar flares. So like this is not good, because it's like a build up, and it's like, okay, so once it starts becoming active, it's gonna be a giant just solar flare just hurled at Earth, and if the magnetic poles shift and there's Apparently they're saying the magnetic field is weakening, so it's a bunch of stuff that's like,
So then like what Andre said. It's like,
What are you gonna do?
who cares?
What are you gonna
What
do?
are you gonna
about it?
do?
Well, then-
Listen, the sun is a bigger force than anything we can match with
Yeah.
whatever technology we have.
So then I went into this rabbit hole. I was like, so what if the sun is the primary factor for climate change? Because it's the one thing that gives us heat and it emits radiation. And in a microwave, the only thing that's heated in a microwave is water particles. So if the radiation only heats the water on Earth, Earth is 70% water, ice is melting, which is water, and water is heating up. What if the sun, like increased radioactivity in the sun, is causing the Earth to heat
Why
up?
did we turn into a science channel?
No, this is where my mind goes. I just want to think about things burning.
I get that.
Oh,
No,
it is
I
also
totally
cool.
thought your brain was just gonna go into like, what if the ice caps melt, everything floods, and then the sun makes it a boil, so now we're all soup.
Oh,
That's what you were going to.
oh, I mean, yeah, that could happen. Because apparently the Arctic Sea at one point was like 23 degrees.
That sounds.
The Arctic Sea.
That sounds incredibly
that's
dangerous.
very-
And that was before like
that sounds dope.
that,
That sounds
bro,
like
that's problematic.
it's like Mitchell's pool in the summer.
Bro, can you imagine
Uh,
going north and say, yeah, I could wear shorts and a tank?
Shorts and thing.
That categorically makes no sense. So that
God
was my
damn it!
thought.
I have so much information in my brain that I wish to add to this conversation, but I didn't do my research, so I can't really expand on it. However, for next podcast, I have this thing where like a lot of smart people, good people, smart people, they kind of establish a timeline of what we would be most likely doing if we survive as a human species in said years. By the year 5000, it's predicted we're going to be able to travel through like in space wormholes.
That's
By the year 3500, I didn't know that we're going to be able to manipulate time and space. Remember when we were talking about time and space?
Yeah.
We're going to manipulate that. The whole interstellar thing that we were talking about should happen in like the 2200s.
that is very possible in my brain, only because of how it's like a
Reckless scientists are.
technological advancement isn't like
It's
this.
exponential.
It's exponential, and every time, and there's always an event that creates
Oh yeah, like a
greater
horizon.
growth.
That's
Like the internet, internet went from like doing this to like that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like as soon as internet was made, like there's
And then it
always
just
one,
continues. Yeah.
And then we have 5G.
So it's like, it's crazy. The fact that we're going to be able to travel through wormholes, the fact that we're expected to travel through wormholes by the year 5000 is a little impressive. Because if you think about it, that's a little bit more than double of what since the year 0.
Yeah.
Yeah, but guess what?
That's
have to-
that's crazy.
I ain't
I'll
gonna
have
be
to-
here. So
Yeah, that's another thing I wanted to talk to you guys about. If you guys could pick any time throughout history or the future you wish to be born in, it definitely would be now, right?
probably would be now.
Really?
I don't know what the fuck's gonna over there. I'm a black man. That's just all bad back there. And then going for it, I don't know what it's gonna be. What do you mean? I have no idea. You might just
I'd
be
wanna
born
be-
onto the sun.
Yeah, but then you,
You just die. You just like, oh.
not gonna lie to you, I didn't think of it that way. I was so confident in my answer. I was like, yeah, I go back to the mafia days. I'd be a gangster.
You realize majority of them are dead.
Dead. Yeah. That's I don't know what you guys are talking about. That's a luxury in this shit. That's a luxury. What do you?
I genuinely, like, I can't even pick back in the day because
Mm.
I would die of a random disease
That's
and
what I'm
just
saying.
like at age 13, and I'll be a grown man, paying bills, doing the go backs, planting crop,
Like what if
die
you
of malaria.
what if you're just
from
in
a mosquito
Ireland
bite.
in the 1800s and you're just chilling,
Potato
life is
famine.
good, and then one day you just have no more potatoes and then that's it.
What if you're in like the 1600s? Oh wait, was it the 1600s?
I
and
don't
you
know.
get the black
The
death.
Yeah, that was that's
And a
yeah.
rat
Like
bites
I
you,
want to be in Spain during the 1600s
just
and
see
then
dead
just-
bodies.
and just get dead bodies. Just see that. I want to be one of those doctors just so I can wear one of those like
Those plague masks.
Those plague masks. Oh,
Yeah.
that's the cool. That's probably the
You got that
coolest.
from Assassin's Creed, no?
That is 100%. That is. I'm not gonna lie to you. Throughout history, I think that is the ultimate outfit of all time.
No, I think Japanese samurais have it.
Not a chance.
I would want to be a samurai.
I would pick a plague doctor over Japanese samurai.
I would never. I want to be I would be a shogun, and everybody would fear me.
Y'all just want to die, bro.
No,
That's
no.
what I'm hearing.
No,
Because
no.
these Japanese plague doctors had a mask. Was just a mask, bro.
No,
Someone could just like cough on you.
He
and
wants-
you
it
still
was
die.
You know,
essentially-
he
it
wants
was-
he wants to be
apparently-
a plague doctor.
Apparently, no. I just want
I
to
wanna be
dress
a
like one.
samurai.
I just want to dress like one.
I want to dress like a samurai. I don't want to actually go
Yeah,
out
and
and
then
have duels.
listen, you want to be a samurai? You're just chilling, minding your own business.
And
You're like,
someone
I gotta
check-
go to the store, and you walk outside your house, and there's a man be like, duel me.
No.
And then you're like, fuck, now I gotta do with him
But
because
you don't have to
samurai
duel.
code.
I was like, my shogun told me not to because we don't have beef with you, so I don't know what you're doing.
Yeah,
You're
but samurais are
definitely
never.
a Ronin.
Samurais
so
are never allowed to. Samurais are never allowed to
Back
back
down?
away from a fight.
All right.
Well,
I'll
I'm
just throw-
gonna change that. Yeah, no, I like. What's the coolest outfits of all time? Plague Doctor is definitely number one. Samurai, I don't know.
Samurai is definitely
We
the
suck.
best.
There's a full-on hurricane going on. It's like-
Yeah, I've been watching that. I've been watching for the past like 20 minutes. I'm like, that's madness.
I gotta drive in that after.
Is that ice or snow
no,
or
that's rain. That's just
Did I
rain,
lock my
bro.
windows?
That is. What do you mean? Did
No, you did. You did.
I was
I hope
about
I
to
did.
Because you checked. You went around the car to check. You're like, oh,
It's crazy. For how good my long-term memory is, my short-term memory is awful.
I think that's the give and take.
That's the
if
given. I hate it, bro.
Because you
The
just
paranoia.
remember everything.
Do you know how many times I was late for work? Not late for work, but I leave early for work because I know I'd rather be early for work because I know that there are gonna be times where I'm at the like when I leave my house to hit the red light to turn down said street to get to work. I'm gonna be at the light and think, did I close my garage? And I turn around to go check if my garage is closed. It would drive me nuts. Oh my god, you should stop me in high school. Brutal.
I used to forget my homework almost every day when I was in grade 3 and 4. And my brother would come because he would go to like Fletcher's and he would come and we would walk home and he'd be like, you have your homework? I was like, no, I'll go back. I'll get home. I'll be chilling. My dad's like, you get homework? I'm like, huh. Drive me to school. I'll pick it up and drive me back.
You ever been to school after school hours?
Yeah.
That would
like-
be every day.
And like
'cause forgot
I
my homework.
run into my class. I forgot assignments so many times, and I was walking distance from my elementary school, and it'd be like 6 o'clock, and I'd run into my school begging it was open, and if it was open, God bless, I have to run to my door. And sometimes the feeling when the lights are off in your homeroom, and you walk up to the door and you open it. Mind you, I'm the only kid in the school with a janitor. Janitor doesn't know I'm in here. And that moment you open the door. And it opens. Oh, the feeling in your heart is the best thing in the world.
It's also mildly terrifying.
Because I know when if I come home without homework, my mom's gonna whip my ass.
Yeah.
Oh, so you forgot your homework there
There.
at school.
At school.
I thought you were like, yo, I
Periodically.
thought you were breaking in, finding the teacher's folder and be like, I did it, and like sneaking
No,
in,
no,
your
no,
homework
no,
into
no,
their
no, no,
fucking
no,
done
no, no,
That
assignments.
would be
bro.
sick.
That would
But
be
I'll-
sick.
I'll-
Except
No,
they
no, no.
probably take it home, so you'd have to break into their house.
Yeah, and they probably live in like
So yeah,
Barry.
I don't know if I'm gonna be arrested for this, but I broke into my elementary school.
Is it
I've done-
breaking and entering if it's open?
I don't know. Is it?
No.
But it's
Can't
after hours. I know if I was caught, then they kick me out.
Yeah, but would they
Oh.
call the police?
I've never been kicked out. Like I've had custodians, principals, and like the
I mean, one
officers
time,
see
one
me.
time I showed up at 4. We finished school at like in the 3:30ish time. I showed up at like 4:35, and a custodian opened the door for me, which I think was okay. I was like, "Please, ma'am, I need my homework," and she would go and open the door for me.
Yeah.
Anyways, so what's a real topic we're gonna talk about today?
Oh,
The Earth
I
pulse
actually
is
have
26.
I actually have
every
a
26 seconds.
legitimate question for you.
Okay,
guys.
Sure.
Okay.
is it a quandary or is it like a
No,
real?
it's like an
okay.
actual, just like a real question.
Okay, go for it.
Like, you know how most of the clubs said no to it, but like the 5 sub rule, like how do you guys feel about the 5 sub rule?
Brilliant. Do it.
You think so too, right?
100%.
I
100%.
thought it was a hot take that I should do it. I think it would actually help a lot of things because I
Oh.
was like,
It would be brilliant.
it could even provide way more balance to like teams because like going out and spending 100 mil on one player isn't as effective because now my team is like, oh, if
You're
I'm
banking on that
if I'm
play.
spending all my energy marking you, I can switch them out, and I have 5 subs now I can
Yeah.
use to just switch, and
Yeah.
now I have all these players that are fresh that can mark you and do it. So I feel like teams are gonna focus more on a deeper squad
Yeah,
than
100%.
having like a super strong.
I think it's brilliant.
The only thing is that I don't trust FIFA to run that properly because we all thought VAR was supposed to be this crazy good idea. We all like, imagine we had instant replay. We always like, if we just had instant replay, we'll be able to go back and see clear foul. And look, we have instant replay and we're making decisions that we would never have made in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
But
So now if we have 5 subs, imagine.
how could you mess up?
I don't know.
subs though?
I
It's
don't
just
know.
adding 2
How
more
do we mess
subs.
up VAR? It's a clear
Because
foul.
obviously,
Play on.
no, it's because the refs doing it.
Yes.
You realize now.
Yes.
People used to say, "Oh, it's the game's fast, it's tough." It's like, no, they're just bad.
But
They just don't
Yeah,
know the
they just
rules.
don't know the
That's
rules.
just the issue.
Listen,
how do you mess up five?
the problem with VAR? The problem with VAR is VAR is a flawless system if it's only VAR.
Mhm.
yeah.
If there's no human interaction with VAR,
It's supposed to be virtual. Well, who knows?
if it's no interaction, if there's no human interaction within the game and it's just strictly VAR, it's a great system. Sure, your toes offside, but it's guaranteed that your toes offside. If that's what the rule is, VAR will call it
Or
as the rule.
If
That's
he just
it.
had the
No.
video and the ref on the field was the only person reviewing it and he made decisions, I'll be okay with that.
But listen. You know how many times I've seen the ref run across the field, look at the VAR, and
terrible-
still make a
Make a
bad
wrong
Yeah,
decision?
but that would be him. Like, he would be making it, so it's on him.
Yeah.
But we have a bunch of invisible men 350,000 kilometers away in a secret room that we don't know, probably an underground bunker, so we can't find the destination of their hideout. And they're making decisions like, oh, clearing tackle, play on. It's like, oh, I don't like that guy. Red card.
Red
He was
card.
talking back to you the other play, and he's questioning your decisions. You should stand for yourself. Give him a red. Send him off.
Oh my god.
As for the 5 subs, I love it. I love it because a team like Dortmund with a shitload of youngsters just allows these youngsters to like
Yeah, man,
listen.
they're
You're
so
playing
good.
a tough game in Berlin versus Hertha, and it's like it's a cold wet night, and what? What are you laughing?
So,
I don't
but
know
wait,
what
wait, because when they brought the 5 subs on after the lockdown,
yeah.
do you remember the actual rule?
No.
It was one. You can make 3 subs per sub, so you can make 3 substitutions for every 5 subs. Do you remember that? They'll
What?
bring on
What?
like 8 players.
No.
Oh yeah, I think I was more than 5
So
subs.
imagine, we say, oh, we want 5 subs. So in our head, we're just saying 5 singular subs.
Yeah.
And then in their head, you're like, oh, you mean 5 subs from when we came back from lockdown? Oh, so you mean 15 subs?
Wait,
Increase
That's
that.
five
So then,
per
but imagine,
5 per sub it was?
No, it was 3
3
for every. So in one substitution, if you
Yeah.
stop the game to make a substitution, you can make 3 subs.
Oh, so every time you make a sub,
You can make
make
3.
up to 3. So
But you
technically,
only have 5 times
9
to do
subs.
it.
no, you have 3. You 5
15
individual
subs then.
times, so you have 15 total.
Yeah.
That's fucking.
So imagine
stupid.
you just.
Hell.
It will change the game now. We're like, oh, your roster actually has to be 36 players because you need 15 subs plus the
Yeah, no, I'm
11
not talking
plus
about that.
keeper.
I'm just talking
plus,
about 5 subs.
but who
No, no.
knows? We said VAR should be what Maciej said, and then they said let's add another room and 3 more officials that we don't even know, and then for and then for 5 subs,
I gotta
like,
hold this
hey,
down.
5 singular subs. Let's go 15. That's a good idea. Yeah.
No, but like with 5 subs, it'd be brilliant because 5 subs, you give young players a chance to develop.
Okay, I understand.
But we're looking at it logically.
Okay, wait.
We're looking at
wait,
it logically.
Wait,
Do you think
let's
Sepp Blatter?
let's just go theoretically with
No,
what
we're
the
not
way
making any
we're
more
doing
changes
it.
because if we do, I'm watching Wimbledon, and if it, I don't want to do that, bro. I don't want to watch the French.
Now
Open.
let's assume that everybody's on the same page and it's only
Okay,
5
okay.
substitutes.
So let's
Okay,
assume us
hypothetically.
3 went to the FIFA
Okay.
and we wrote out the rules.
Okay, we established. Okay.
Yes.
Hypothetically speaking, I would agree with you guys. 5, wonderful. FIFA, don't do anything. I don't want you to touch the game because you've ruined it already. Okay. I don't know. You're trying to make a Euro League in a Euro League. You have international break when you have a Nations League. Why? I thought that was supposed to get rid of the friendly matches. You have a Nations League, so you don't need friendly matches. You just have Copa America is what, every 2 years? The Africa Cup of Nations every year. Why do you need friendlies anymore? I don't want to be friendly with these nations.
Is that
just play them?
That's what's this weekend, right? This weekend's friendlies.
No, there was one game of friendlies.
Yeah.
And throughout the week it was a friendly. This weekend is Nations League.
See how confusing that is? Why do you need to have a friendly if you're playing this weekend?
Warm up.
Yeah, so Van Dijk can get injured again. Imagine he comes back, plays in a friendly, has a Euro Cup the next month.
You know how much that pisses me off? You know how much I'm not, because I don't watch. I don't care about international like at all. Yeah. So what I do is I'll just wait this week, won't watch footy, and then next week, you know how mad I get when I'm like, why isn't such and such starting? Why is
he picked up an injury?
Picked up an injury in England practice.
Against
excuse me? Practice?
He played against Luxembourg and got an ankle injury.
Imagine being Jurgen Klopp right now. It's like you're like, okay, I established everything. Like, Van Dijk's out. That's fine. Okay? Like, we deal with it. We deal with Van Dijk and Alisson out. I'm going to build my team accordingly.
Joe Gomez.
And then Joe Gomez.
You're not going to like this.
Salah. 3 bench players all gone in 1 week. And it's just like, he's sitting there like an idiot, like, fuck.
Yeah, imagine that. Especially now. Your star player, he's like, okay, listen, you got to go play for France or whoever. Go ahead, go on, whatever. Come back. Now they have COVID because they traveled.
They have COVID and muscle injuries because they played 3 games. And now they probably have COVID and influenza because you don't know what they did in that country, and they're not going to tell you because they're back with their mates and their family, and they probably have a boopsie there too. So who knows?
And because they're so loosey-goosey,
yeah,
they got AIDS. But since they already have COVID and the same time with AIDS, it means that their immune system's super low. And so now they're on a fucking deathbed in the hospital, and now they're not coming back for the rest of the year because they got to live.
And the virus mutated into a degenerative muscle disease, which actually only targets the groin and quad muscles. So now he can't run. Salah is no longer a speedster. Sell him. You can't even sell him because no one wants to buy a diseased footballer. So you just ruined the club's prospects.
Can I just say the one thing that international break is good for is understanding that flops still have quality. Paul Pogba was France's best player in these last 2 games. Yeah. So was Conte. And it was awesome to watch them too.
Listen.
And then it just like
Man U is just a terrible club.
I
hope you're listening.
If you look at Paul Pogba play for Man United, I have never seen less of a fuck given by a player.
Bro, I don't
when he
blame
plays
him.
for Man United.
If you have a player like Maguire and Lindelof, and then who's the left back again? Shaw. If you have a man named after a TV providing company, come on.
Listen,
I don't care.
Pogba's like, listen. Man United pushed me aside, so I went to Juve. Sir Alex Ferguson didn't want me.
Yeah.
So Man United came back for him, and he's like, all right, I'm here. And then he's like, in his head, he's like, oh, shit, Ferguson isn't here. So I can't even prove him wrong. So why am I even here? And then from that point forward, he's like, I got to save my body for France, okay?
But bro, the thing was he was actually like, I don't know. I don't even, like, listen. The country France was playing, I don't even know their name. I forgot. So it definitely wasn't a big game. But he was just a masterclass in that game. So was Conte.
Listen, in the finals.
And these two players are considered flops.
Listen, in the finals.
People just hate for
last time, like, he might have not been like amazing, outstanding playing, but if you've seen how he galvanized his squad to go on and win that game, would you ever even imagine him saying anything like that in Man United?
No, because they wouldn't listen.
They'd be like, yo, Pogba, come for the team talk. He'd be like,
no.
Bro, go on, guys.
The funniest thing
listen.
is watching my dad watch Man U, and he would have, like, Shaw would be playing, Shaw and Pogba sometimes play on the same side. Shaw would have a clear, like, if you're a left back, if you're a wing back, you just play into your center mid so they can distribute. Every time, Pogba, all you got to do is just, it's a 5-yard pass. Guy plays a switch, out of bounds. But guy plays a long ball, out of bounds. He's like, yo, He screamed my dad. I was like, "What are you here for?" He calls him doughboy. He's like, "What is this guy doing? This guy doesn't know how to play. Has a world class center mid right in front of him,
The funny,
and he's not playing it."
funny
That's
thing
the-
watching him play Arsenal was so funny. This guy, Partey, friggin' like shot all over this dude, and then he's like, "You know what? I'm gonna go back. I'll help my team defend instead."
Penalty.
Oh, no, man.
But it's bad,
It's a
'cause-
joke. So I don't know. Listen,
Taking how they still have Phil Jones on their roster. Who's
listen.
buying that guy?
Listen. I wanna. As a Dortmund fan, I love Jadon Sancho. I do. I love Jadon Sancho, but I want to sell him because that's a lot of money. 120 million is even 100 million because obviously he's not having the best season. He played. Okay. He had moments like in the Bayern game where he played absolutely brilliant. He scored for England, so he still got it. Okay, maybe
Did he
not
score
100.
first.
Huh?
Did he score first?
I don't know.
No, it's second.
Second game. Sorry.
I joined the contest that if he scored first, I might get a free PS5. That's
I
why
joined
was
that same contest. So he scored and like okay, maybe he's not worth 120 million. 100 million, I would take him. But I love Sancho.
I don't know about that.
I
bro.
don't want him to go to Man U because I know
He's gonna get ruined.
He's gonna get ruined. I
But
know it.
I have a question for you. What does Dortmund do with the money that they get? Because all you guys do is develop players.
I'll tell
so
you-
you guys just 100 mil. I don't know why, but take it. Give me the money. I don't need it.
the thing with Dortmund is I don't know how they do it, but they've done this for the last I know 9 years, where they're just like, we buy a player, and it's, damn, this player is almost irreplaceable.
Yeah.
Like he's that good.
Let's sell it.
Club comes, 100 million for him.
Okay.
He's irreplaceable though. Fuck it, take it.
And then they get another
And
one.
then they get another one, and he just comes from nowhere. Usman Dembele was bought for, I think it was like 4.5 million. Sold him to Barca for 110. Bought Sancho for 4 million.
You guys have had Dembele, Sancho, Götze, Lewandowski,
Hummels.
Royce,
Hummels as well, because Hummels was also sold for like 30 something million. Gundogan was sold for 55.
That's nuts. And then you guys buy Witzel. You guys have all that money. You guys buy Witzel.
To be fair though, Witzel is
He's
actually
like-
nasty.
he's class.
He's nasty.
But like,
But yeah.
of all the big name players you've sold,
Yeah.
I'm like, can you like?
Listen, nothing's more frustrating than me, a Dortmund fan, and seeing that like unbalance in
But you
work.
see how you guys work, right? You guys struggle for a bit, then you guys start clicking, and then you're like this,
and then
you're
we
like,
sell a player.
and then you drop back down.
You're the bane of your own existence.
You don't think I know that?
Yo,
don't
that's
think I know that?
frustrating,
Bro,
bro. It just came to me. I was like, wait, I've never heard of Dortmund paying more than like 30 million for any player. And then I
think
was like, oh, Witzel.
our record transfer was Andreas Schürrle, and we paid 32 million for him.
And now we just got
That's your
relegated
record
with Fulham.
transfer?
That was 32 million was record.
And
We bought Julian Brandt for 29 million, I think it was.
and then after, and just so you know, Schürrle got relegated with Fulham,
Yeah.
like the next season.
Yeah. Like we sent him on loan, and then we terminated his contract.
That's why you guys don't buy players anymore. You guys like,
oh,
we
like,
bought this guy. This guy's garbage.
we
just grow
splurged.
players
We
now.
splurged a bit on Aubameyang.
Okay.
It was 11 million.
Like you said, that was a curveball and a half, bro.
How much did you buy Aubameyang from us?
Was
what
it like
50?
70?
It was 50.
50.
No, it was
Oh.
cheap because it was last year of
It
contract.
was 50.
And he wanted to
That's
leave.
cheap.
That's
so
cheap for
cheap.
us, bro.
The point
this,
is-
this guy's been
you know-
banging in goals ever since.
Do you know
so
what I
it's a
think it
good
is,
deal
though?
for
You know what I
us.
think it is? It's because our tickets are so cheap.
You
that they
gotta
gotta
make
they gotta use the money to like keep our establishment afloat. The best seats in our house are 15 euros. To give maybe not 40 euros maybe.
That's sick.
I'm talking behind the benches.
That's like
And you guys
70,
have
that's like
crazy
70 bucks for
fans.
behind the benches.
Bro,
A yellow wall ticket is like 9 euros.
to go
Listen.
to go to
Listen.
Toronto Maple Leafs, I don't even know
Listen.
the tickets.
Listen,
Yeah,
sir,
$140.
sir, to be in the section of TFC that's not the plastic seats is over $100.
Yeah.
TFC,
Yeah.
not even with Giovinco.
You could be in the yellow wall standing for 9 euros.
Don't ever say that to me again. Don't ever say that.
That's
to
what
me
I'm telling you,
again
bro. If we ever go
After I mentioned TFC tickets.
if we ever go to Dortmund or if we ever go to Europe for that entire club stadium excursion that every group of soccer fans dreams about, we could go to Dortmund twice and pay less than an
but we
Arsenal
have
game.
to save all our money
We're not
for
going to
Arsenal
Arsenal
game.
game. No, we're not. We're definitely not going
We
to
have to
Arsenal game. Are
save
you
all our
nuts?
money for Arsenal game.
So I can get frustrated with you?
No, so we can spend about 100 euros and then we can stand outside.
Yeah, this is to get into the parking lot. To get into the stadium is actually 300
Nah,
pounds.
I don't know how much it is. It's fucking expensive. I think we
Yeah.
have the most expensive tickets. in the
You know what I think it is though,
in the world.
and
it the
no
world?
disrespect.
I remember hearing Barcelona season tickets were like 76 euros. Or some crazy to get in. It was
You're
like,
telling me I can get season tickets
to watch
for one day
Messi?
of work? I can work one day.
I don't think that's true, especially if they have Messi.
nah, because I remember seeing it. I remember Googling. I saw like a picture of it a couple years. It might have changed now because they're like economy. But and I Googled it, and it was like some low amount. Maybe it was $176 for season tickets, and then Arsenal was like 700 and something for season.
No
tickets.
disrespect to you, Andre. Arsenal, listen, you watch 30 Dortmund games a season, and how loud their arena is through the TV.
Yeah.
I was watching the Premier League. No disrespect, but it's really quiet.
Why is that
You
disrespect?
gotta
I'm
bring
just saying.
Bergkamp
Yeah.
and Henri's dead carcasses and just throw them on the pitch.
Listen,
That'll
that's not
generate
what it
revenue.
is.
I think it's just the
what
business.
You have
It's
to
businessmen.
understand that there's a bunch of fucking rich ass people that are just
You're
chilling there in
Americans.
big ass suits, and they're just like,
Are you guys owned by American Sue?
listen, yes we are.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
No, I think that's what it is. I think it's just the businessmen who are
business.
just sitting there.
Arsenal
Like-
fans complain about it all the time, man. Like if you watch AFTV, like they complain about it
I seen
constantly.
clips and it's just
It's
comedy.
constantly. Like,
It's,
bro,
it's,
you
that,
guys
it's,
are
it's just that there's
so
no
mad.
no noise, right? No noise, bro. Dortmund fans are a bunch of hooligans.
like
They just
before we
fucking
went,
scream.
before we went to,
I saw an old lady jumping, living life.
That's madness.
what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Anyways, I need to get this out before we end.
All right.
So I'm just gonna say this.
See,
There is this new technology made by this Israeli tech company.
Okay.
It uses this technology called sound beaming.
Okay.
So it's
I'm
like a
already-
desktop thing or you can listen to music, but
Okay.
not out loud, but
In your-
without the use of headphones.
I've seen that in
So
Mission
you're
Impossible.
you're singing the song to yourself.
No, it's targeting the sound beams to your ears.
Yeah, it's called sound beaming. Like they shoot the sound at you, so like you can listen as you were wearing headphones, but without the use of headphones.
But does it sound like this? Like it has to be a sound. It has to sound like.
No. It sounds like you're just listening to what you're listening to.
I have a
No, but I'm
problem with
saying
that.
from like if you're using it,
Yeah.
I have to hear something.
No.
No,
That's impossible.
No.
Who
I'm
knows?
saying it's like using Bluetooth headphones, but without.
That's
But
bullshit.
headphones.
I call bullshit on that.
Listen, all I know, I was supposed to look it up today because they unveiled it on Friday. Because I read it on like Tuesday or something, and they unveiled it Friday. So I was supposed to look it up. I didn't do that. So I'm just going off the assumption that it works as is.
bro.
How would you use it? Would you get it like right now?
No,
No.
there's gonna be at least 6 fatalities because this is what's gonna happen. Someone's gonna be holding their child. The child is gonna lock onto the child. It's gonna start screaming. It's not gonna know what's going on. You're gonna be waiting to hear the sound, and you can't hear it from the baby, so you don't know why the baby's crying. And the baby's a baby, so it could be just crying because it's hungry. So you go feed it food. Music's still playing.
And then you
starts
forget you
coming
had it
out
on
of
full
his
blast,
ears.
and you forgot you had it on full blast, and then the baby's losing.
Yeah.
The point is that listen, with technology like that,
Mhm.
with any sort of technology, which is kind of why I'm grateful I didn't get the PS4, PS5
Mhm.
this early. You gotta let other people sort out the bugs
That's what
first.
I'm saying.
Imagine
never
you're
be
driving.
never be a first adopter.
Imagine you're
Ever.
driving,
Ever.
you're just like, and then someone just locks the music onto you, and you're hearing explosions and car crashes, and then you just careen off the highway.
Or what if like you're just vibing and someone wants to like you're listening to it's like from what I'm assuming it's kind of like Bluetooth.
Mhm.
And now I don't know if you guys have ever had this, but my car Bluetooth, I was cruising and listening to my Lil Wayne.
Mhm.
The car next to me, we swapped Bluetooths. I started listening to Musiwala, which is a Punjabi Indian artist, and he was listening to Lil Wayne.
See, that's the problem.
I've never heard of
Can you
that
imagine
happening
that?
before.
Imagine you switch, you switch, air Bluetooth.
Sorry, it wasn't Bluetooth. I apologize. It wasn't Bluetooth. It was radio frequency. So I have those adapters that like you find an empty radio station.
Oh, okay.
okay.
That's
then
different.
so he was on the
yeah.
same radio station and we swapped.
Okay, that's
jokes.
different. I was
Yeah,
about
yeah,
to say,
yeah.
because I was like, what if this dude was just like on the phone having like a serious ass conversation?
Yeah, it's like,
And he
honey, I
flip-
just don't love you anymore.
and they just
The
flip.
tickets, the papers are on the table. Just sign them, damn it! I took the kids already.
A minute.
And then you now have to deal with his friggin' crying ass wife because she doesn't want a divorce.
It's like, baby,
But he
baby.
does.
It's like, baby, settle down. What's the problem? My husband doesn't love me. And then you're a therapist. You pull away and you're still on the line with his wife.
It's like, I don't know if this is a good time to tell you this, but I'm Maciej. I am not your husband. I listened to this whole conversation.
Yeah, man, that's dangerous, man. I don't know.
So no, I never be never ever. All our viewers never be the first in line.
Never. Like
Never.
when then for those,
Unless it's for the first owner ever of a domesticated clouded leopard.
remember what I told you about the first owner of a hippo?
Yeah, but that's different.
Is it?
Yeah, because the clouded leopard doesn't have the facilities to
He's on the
kill me
facility.
outright.
Yes, he does.
Well, on sneak attack, yeah, but
Have you
like,
seen a paw? Have you seen the
yeah,
paw?
yeah. It's
That's
giants.
your face.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. Listen,
Like I'm telling you, you can do it by accident. Like you could just be walking.
and it'll slap me.
Yeah. Spin your neck around in a circle.
Well, if I don't see it coming, I can't be upset.
Speaking of slapping, have you guys ever heard of those? Today I learned a new sport.
Slap boxing.
It is. That's exactly
That's
what it
the
is.
most violent sport I've ever seen in my
It's
entire
boxing,
life.
but you're not allowed to close your fists,
Yeah.
and you're not allowed to use their backhand.
Oh, I'm thinking of something totally different.
And it's bro.
Do they hold tables?
No,
Oh,
No, not that
No,
one.
no,
that one
one
is
too. That one is
outrageous.
it's literally concussions. It's like who can give the other person a concussion first.
it's
yeah.
dangerous because you get that cupped one right over your ear and just
Then your
pops your
ear-
eardrum
yeah.
and just starts bleeding and shit.
That's fucked.
That's
Anyways, so it was slap boxing, where it's two guys in a ring who are just like
Mhm.
looking at each other intimately, and then they start boxing. But instead of boxing,
You slap the
it's
hell
just
out of each
slapping. So I was watching this,
other. You're someone that
except what I was watching was not an organized boxing fight.
Oh,
It was like an underground slap boxing facility. This guy smacked the shit out of his opponent, and to his credit, he didn't break the rules. His opponent was on the ground, and he just slapping.
Yo,
Which is
slaps are the scariest thing ever. Like I've seen like videos of being punched, like you know what you're gonna get. You might break some bones in your face or whatever. But I've seen people just get slapped and just go like this, and then their whole body just seizes up like this,
slaps are
and
the
then they just
worst
fall down and shit. That's
because
like,
they do bare damage and they bring all the attention. I can box you out, I can thump you, and no one knows. But if I slap the ever living hell out of
oh
you,
my gosh, it's
people are gonna
scary.
see me standing over you and you just twitch it. He's like,
I feel like that get you killed, bro. Like if you're in a street fight and then people are throwing punches and you
You
just
just
come
like-
with a
you just
fucking
like,
open hand slap and knock that guy out. His crew's coming for you, bro. You're done.
Yeah.
Nigga, that's just humiliating.
that's gang war. That's how they all start. We figured it out. All the gang wars happened over slaps.
That's
Someone
fucking
slapped the hell out.
scary, man.
That's where the
yo.
Defos came.
so what's
That's how the
Defos are scary. No, it's not good. Don't do it. Don't
the
do it to
slap
people.
show?
I remember
Don't
that
do
was the
Defos.
thing in Campion.
No. I'm talking about what do we name this episode? The slap show.
Why you talking about naming
I don't
them?
know.
Slap chop. Slapped. What's the guy's name who used to
Sham,
advertise?
Sham Wow. Yeah, you guys ever see him go to prison?
Yeah.
Where's the prison?
No,
Yeah.
there's
Whoa.
there's like a parody one where he's in prison, and he's like, hey, big man,
That
big
guy's
man.
a scammer.
So when was the last time you were touched? He was like, who the fuck are you? He's like, you need to get yourself one of these. You got Hooters, Buddhas, Tutors, computers. That's like a meme. So it's like tits, ass,
Yeah.
and like a tutor, and then a computer. But then he's like, hey, look at this, man. Let's say you're in the shower and Big Jim here tries to rape you. What are you gonna do with this? Look at this, flimsy limsy. And it's like a rubber knife. It's like you got yourself one of these. And he pulls a switchlight. Look at this. One stab, injured. Two stabs, dead.
That's all. That's
So infomercials are
Undefeated.
undefeated. Forever will be.
Yeah. That guy's a millionaire now.
Is he?
No, I'm just making stuff up.
Oh no, he went to jail. He actually did go to jail. I know that.
Oh,
No.
I thought you were joking.
I thought I was joking too.
No,
That's
he actually
nuts.
did go to jail.
For what?
I don't
Like
remember
fraud?
what it was. I think it was something. Actually, I don't want to say. I have no idea. I don't remember
I feel
exactly
like-
what it is. I have an idea, but I don't want to put out false information. Let me be good for once.
Let's
Let
speculate.
me be a good citizen of the world. How are you gonna tell if it's recording by doing that?
No, I was looking at the time.
What?
He's looking at the time on the lap.
Oh, I'm
Yeah,
so
yeah.
confused. I thought you were checking your phone.
No,
Confused the shit out of me. Anyways, yeah. Okay, guys.
Guys, what?
Guys. How much are you willing to give up your information for convenience?
What do you mean?
I've heard
Like,
this question.
you know, like how Google gathers all this information from you, but because it does that, it gives you ads for things that you like. It'll give you things that are around your location.
Okay.
It's like, how much are you willing to give?
I like being inconvenienced,
You do?
so that when I do find something, I'm like, oh, that's nice.
Listen, can I tell you guys this? All my information outside of my insurance, social insurance
Number? Yes.
Yeah.
or social security,
Social
Social
insurance.
insurance.
social insurance, the number on your driver's license, and maybe my postal code is all available on like Facebook.
Yeah, that's I know, but I'm
So
saying
it's like,
Yeah.
what difference does it make?
like think of it now, because of like COVID and stuff, a lot of hospitals and clinics are going towards like virtual stuff. So maybe they might use an app that's not like secure, and if you're gonna put in your medical information,
They steal
in
your
this
information.
thing, they can just if it's not under the rules
Yeah.
of whatever it is, then they could technically.
Now you're getting ads for Metamucil because someone said you're.
Or maybe someone just
Calcium
fucking
deficient.
cloned you because they just sold off your blood sample because they could.
I- listen.
Last time I gave blood, they took 2. Why?
Who
Oh.
knows? Just in case they mess up with the first one. He's like,
I've never given blood before. I'm scared of needles.
You have to let the blood
I
gestate for 5 days.
gotta give blood.
Your blood is it's kind of
Stop.
cool because they're
That's
like they put it
disgusting.
in
Oh, it's
and
fucking
then
nasty.
they have that little capsule thing and just goes like it just like shoots.
It's like, huh? That's what vampires drink.
That's fucking disgusting.
Ew. That's like cranberry juice.
That's nasty. Can we not talk about blood?
Or you like what's
I'm-
what's the
He's
can't-
bad with it. He's squeamish.
I'm disgusting.
He's so bad
I'm
with it.
disgusted.
He's
It's
a
a
hemophiliac.
yes, that's
Ugh.
what it is.
He's
That's
a
what-
hemophiliac.
Disgusting. Sickening.
but it's in you.
Fuck.
It's all over you.
My mom went to the hospital.
right.
I took my mom to the hospital because my mom had incredible appendix pain
Mhm.
and they needed to remove her appendix. And watching, you know those. So my dad was with her 1st, and
Mhm.
like I took the afternoon shift, right? And so she had, you know, those things where it's like the needle's in her arm already.
The IV drip.
Yeah, but like there's like a little
blood bag.
Yeah, but it's like she has the needle with the little dangly thing, and you put the needle inside the dangly thing.
Yeah.
You know what
and
I mean?
then you squeeze it in, and it goes into her.
No,
bloodstream?
but like so the bags, in order to change, she already has a needle taped into
Yeah.
her arm,
yeah.
but then they have that detachable piece
Okay.
where they take it out and then they switch bags and then it comes with like another detachable piece.
Oh.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They took that out and I threw up.
Oh, because there was a bunch of blood coming out.
No, because it was just like nasty. I felt it in
Oh.
my, and I was like nauseous, and I locked myself in the washroom, and I remember my head spinning, and I remember getting out, and I remember going back in and throwing up. For some reason, I chose the trash can to throw up, not
you
the
were
toilet.
just in the bathroom.
I know. I threw up in the bathroom. I threw up in the trash can, not
Oh,
the
you-
toilet.
Oh, you made a
So
wrong
you're a
decision
rookie.
in a
You're
rush.
just a rookie.
It was disgusting. Oh my gosh, I can't do it. When my dad was in the hospital, couldn't do it. I remember one time, I left. So my dad's coworker at the time, 2 forklifts went, and like he was doing something where he was carrying something, and he was beside a forklift, and another forklift was backing up, and his knee got shattered between 2 forklifts.
That's a mess.
So when I walked into the hospital with my
Saw.
dad to like give him like flowers or what chocolates or whatever the fuck they give him,
Mhm.
when I saw a clamp that's used for like heavy machinery attached to his knee. It didn't go well for me, and I threw up. I threw up during my broken arm X-rays. I threw up. So actually, I don't want to say this one. I was you know how in leukemia you have like liquid dripping out of your legs and stuff in your arms. I did not visited a patient who had leukemia. God rest in peace. God may like rest in peace and stuff. Seeing that liquid drip out of him made me incredibly nauseous. I can't do it, man. I can't do hospitals. My girlfriend had a cyst removed. And just seeing her in such a like a daze made me nauseous. I can't do it, man. I'm sorry. It was just why I'm so terribly scared for my eventual child's birth.
Until she's gonna be like, Maciej, stay.
And I'm like, no.
The doctor's gonna be like, I need your help with, and you're just gonna faint.
That's exactly what's gonna happen. I feel like I'm gonna pass out. I'm so terrified for my child's birth. So terrified. Well, eventually, I will have a child.
This is what you gotta do.
I might adopt.
No, this is.
Fuck it, man. I'm gonna adopt. I can't do it.
You have to do pre-trauma. So what you do is you watch 17 continuous hours of childbirth live.
That is disgusting.
You have to do it, and then you get used to it.
Yo, can we stop talking about this?
You have to watch TV, fall asleep, wake up to it, eat dinner to it.
Oh,
okay,
I can't do it.
Start soft, okay? Like you watch an anime. Watch an anime where there's a lot of dismembering and shit, where like limbs and shit go flying around. No, but like even more than that.
Thanks.
Okay. And then right, so then once you do that, then you move into live action stuff where there's dismembering and shit like that. And
have you guys ever watched Hacksaw Ridge?
No.
That movie made me gag. It was a fantastic movie, but made me gag because first scene of the war, it was like very quiet, right? And the guy gets sniped, and you just see the back of his head go.
Oh, have you watched Saving Private Ryan then?
I did. I watched the intestine scene. I did. And no.
Oh.
So
what about The Revenant?
Stop. I didn't watch. No, I haven't.
Oh, and he sleeps inside of a horse.
Shut up.
He's inside the horse, and then there's
That's
the time after he gets
disgusting.
mauled by the bear.
Oh yeah, that
and
was
he has to like
crazy.
solder his skin closed with like fire.
Can we stop talking about this,
and then
please?
he sleeps in a grave for like winter. This guy spends an entire, I don't even know how long.
Listen, this bear scene is like 25 minutes long.
Oh, bro,
he's just getting mauled by a bear.
There's
for
no
like
background music.
Minutes.
You're just hearing bear flesh and teeth and yelling.
Listen, my wife, if she ever wants to have a child, we're gonna have a dog.
And then in the background, you hear a baby go, and the mama bear is just going off. The bear comes like, yo, chill. He didn't want to kill me, bro.
Oh my god, I can't do it.
Scenes like that
during childbirth.
During
childbirth, do they have that giant blanket that goes over like halfway? Just
I have no idea, man.
So like cover up. Because you know what?
Okay, last time I was there, so what they did was I don't know. I've never been in a room during childbirth.
I don't want to be in a room where another woman is giving birth.
Neither do I.
And it's not mine.
Oh, I was about to say.
Like how uncomfortable would that be? You're a stranger. You have no reason.
I don't even want. I don't even want that.
She's like in the middle. She's like, "What are you doing here? Who's that?"
What if you're in a hospital?
I'm practicing.
You have to do that. It's like, sorry, my wife is giving birth in 2 months. I need to be ready. Lift it up.
You see the? I can't even think about it because then that vagina expands. You see that head.
If you faint,
she will never forgive you.
If you faint in her room, hit your head or something, and then require medical attention, you will have an enemy for life. You took away her moment.
She will raise that child to hate you.
No, but you know what? Serious question. If you were in a hospital for any reason and you're walking past the room and some girl is about to give birth and she's like, listen, my husband isn't here, or like it's a baby daddy, she doesn't know the dad, or any reason, but there's no husband in the room, and she's like, I really need someone to just come hold my hand. Would you do it?
If you gave me soundproof headphones, yes. Soundproof because I could just close my eyes, turn around, and let her squeeze my hand.
And then the doctor taps you on the shoulders like, do you want to cut the umbilical?
No.
But like he doesn't like ask and then present.
He's like, here. He's like handing you the scissors and live baby.
Your eyes are closed, and he's like, you want to cut the umbilical cord? You open your eyes, you see baby with the bill.
Stop! And it's still connected inside of her. Stop that! It's disgusting. Another thing that this is why I'm very confident in myself that I can't be a serial killer.
Why?
Because if I wanted to kill somebody, I wouldn't be able to see it.
You be the daredevil, basically. You just blindfold yourself.
Disgusting. Fuck. You guys
Aim
are
for the
just,
bushes.
listen, man. I can't
So you would though?
No.
Oh, question.
See,
Question. You know how you can hear if things go inside? Do you think you can hear, like, apart from the screaming, can you hear it come outside?
God,
of
I
the
hope not.
vagina? Like
Probably,
like
like,
noises like that. Like
We need a girl on this show.
I would scream so I don't hear it. I would scream from my I would scream, or no, it'll be her final push, and she'll be yelling. I'll be like, "I'm here with you," so I'm yelling. So she thinks I'm yelling because I'm with her, but I'm really yelling because I don't want to ever hear that sound. The reverse.
We need a mom on our show one time.
do you think a baby could like help? Like what if it's like having issues and then you check and the baby's just like
And you give it like
It's just like-
you give it ultrasound messages like, "Hey, you're kind of not helping." Reposition. It's like, "Oh, okay." Oh, like that.
Not even reposition. Like he pops back in, takes his arms out, stretches.
If my kid ever did that, I'm like, "That's the demon." Don't know who that is. Don't know who you've been seeing. That's not my child.
what if your baby comes out? No tears, no crying at all. It's like perfectly healthy,
Does that mean
but
it's
doesn't
dead?
make a noise. No, I mean like it's perfectly healthy. It's breathing fine, but just
It's
like,
just
no
staring at
noise.
me.
It just knows. It just opens its eyes once,
And it's
looks
looking at
around,
you.
and then just that's it. And it's fine, no crying. What would you do?
I'll be okay, and
you?
then I'll go home
You can't be frightened
and
as shit.
pack my clothes. I would barricade. I would make an armored room of the child room, like a steel safe door, so that when it's in and sleeping, until it's 14, it's in there, and I'm locking it every
All I'm
night.
saying is my kid better be careful. If I wake up in the middle of the night
And it's standing
and it's
over
standing by my bed,
Mm-hmm.
it's getting a foot to the
I'm
face.
giving it the rudest uppercut.
To be fair, when I was a little boy and I got nightmares or something, I feel so bad for my mom. You know how many times I like tapped my mom's shoulder and my mom woke up like, oh my
Yeah,
god.
I know. That's why I said it, because like I know kids do that shit, and like I probably did it too. And I'm happy I'm alive, but my kid might not be. I don't know. I don't know, man.
Yeah. So back to your question, if my kid's not breathing, I'm going to rip pages out of the Bible and staple them to his crib, and then just put him in the crib and then leave him there for like.
I feel like you just unleashed the demon.
You
Your kid doesn't cry,
And then
you
you
rip up
desecrate
the
it.
Bible, and then you
No, you
staple-
just
No,
you
but
just
you
gotta
staple
read the Bible to him
the
for
pages.
a month straight.
The pages. Didn't
No,
they
what-
do that to in like The Exorcist or some scary movie? I don't know. I
You
don't
know
watch
what
scary
else
movies.
The Exorcist is?
What?
Not real.
I didn't watch. Any
I feel
horror
like you shouldn't get your religious teachings
I
From
watched
a horror movie.
from a horror movie.
I watched The Conjuring once, and I got my ass kicked and my phone stolen afterwards. So we're not.
I can't do-
I don't do scary movies anymore.
I can't do any kind of thrillers or horror movies. I
Neither.
watched Us, and I promise you, I couldn't. For 3 weeks, I couldn't be in my room when it was totally dark. I had to
That's
sleep
a
with my
great
lamp
movie.
on.
That's a great movie.
Bro, I drove home that night, and I
Oh, you
was
went
like,
to
I'm
see
looking in
the
the I'm look-
theaters.
Yeah, I'm looking in my rear view mirror at the back seat. I'm looking at my driveway, looking at the sidewalk. I'm looking to see no one's standing in the middle of the street for no reason. I'm looking for people in red clothes. I'm putting away all my scissors. 3 weeks. I'm like, yeah, I'm
your
never doing that.
fucking reflection probably scared you, bro.
Nah,
That's what
in
that
the
is.
dark it did.
That's
I didn't look
terrifying.
at myself at all.
Have you ever done that? Have you ever tried to catch your reflection slipping? Like you look at it and then you like
Have
turn
you
away
ever-
No,
slowly,
but
and then you
I-
try
have
and
you-
turn back quick to
have
see
you
if it
ever-
doesn't match.
Have you ever gone like nose to nose with your reflection and you want to see if it's gonna grab you? So you're like, yo,
I fucking dare you.
but then you stop because like, what happens when it does? Like, what do? You just tempted.
Then you just let it happen, man. People
Nah.
always ask these questions. They're like, "What would you do if you get run over by a car?" I'm like, I don't know. I'm run over by a car. Like, what do you want
man?
me to
You
do?
have no legs after that.
That's what
You're
I'm
being
saying.
dragged into
If a demon comes from under my bed and starts dragging me to hell, what am I gonna do?
rebuke it, bro.
What do you mean?
If my reflection starts dragging me, that's not my reflection. That's something else, bro.
Yeah, well, what are you gonna do about
What
it?
do you do?
You thump it in his face and call that a day.
You know what happens? You punch it, break the glass. Now your hands are chopped up, and you're getting choked out, and get
Oh,
brought.
because you just have a hand suspended in with one shot of the glass stuck on the wall, and it's just choking you out. So now you have nothing to punch except the arm, but the arm is stronger than you because it's supernatural, demonic stuff.
So what are you gonna do? You just let it
Take
happen.
the Bible and slap the hell out of the arm.
You're taking a shit. Where are you getting the Bible from?
Why
Why do you have a mirror in front
Why
of your
is it that?
toilets?
Why is it that all the craziest shit happens when you're the least vulnerable?
Yo, I would be cheese, bro.
Like
If someone broke into my house while I was taking a dump, I'll say, yo, can you
come back in like 15 minutes? Yeah, let me wipe and then we'll have a
let me
fair
actually
fight.
prepare. Like, why are you breaking in my house like this?
Listen, no one breaks into your house when you got like, you know,
When you're working out,
when you're working out or you're
And you're
feeling
like, all
you're
these,
all
just like
pumped,
this.
and he breaks in and was like, I'm ready for you.
or it's like you gun owners, like with like, you know, your safes, your bullets in one area and then your gun in another. It's like no one's gonna break in your house and then you're gonna be like, okay,
1 second, hold on.
yeah. So no one breaks into your house and you have your gun on you, right? It's like, fucking look at this.
Like imagine you're going to the gun range and just as you're about to get out the house, someone breaks in. You're like,
I was
you picked
ready.
the wrong day today.
Yeah. The wrong time.
I
It's like
knew
that's
a-
the thing.
I knew a man who had just like swords, just like all over his walls. So basically, anyone breaks in, it's a sword fight. Now.
Yo, imagine that. Imagine you have a sword, a beautiful samurai sword in your living room. Someone breaks in. And you're like, oh, I'm gonna get it. You get it, and you see them holding the sword. It's like, shit.
I wanted that one.
I see. And they're just a samurai. They just happen to be.
Oh well, you're fucked. No, then you're fucked. Then they just
As a samurai, I think they can kill you with their bare hands, even if you had a sword.
Oh yeah, but that like they don't want to get it dirty because you're filth, right? You're not an actual samurai. And the reason they're probably going to kill you is because you're not a samurai, but you're having a samurai sword. So it's disrespect to the culture. So he doesn't want to kill you with his bare hands. He's gonna kill you with the sword that you use to disrespect his culture. Then he's gonna wipe your blood off and then decapitate you, probably, and your family.
Why
Or
would
you
you
commit seppuku.
wipe it and then decapitate? Then you'd have to wipe it again.
I know, but
It just seems inefficient.
because he's so angry.
Yeah, but it just seems inefficient.
It's not about efficiency. It's about anger and cultural reproach to the dead body, and you want to make a statement. So I cleaned the blood off during the fight. Then I cut his head off. This is dead blood now, not live blood. Yeah.
You know what I think is happening?
What?
I think I'm dying right now. And this is just me reliving my life.
Oh, I'm not gonna lie to you. I think I'm dying too, man. That crispy chicken is fucking life
I
eventually.
forgot about that. Okay, I've seen you change positions. So I'm like,
Okay.
I'm trying to like slowly move the mic further away from my mouth because I feel myself. The more I talk, the heavier I'm breathing, and I don't want this episode to be me going.
yo, have you watched Pineapple Express?
Yeah, a long time
Remember
ago.
remember the Daryl guy who had that the neck brace at the end, and he's just broken sitting at a diner, and he's trying to stay awake, but he keeps passing out because he's lost so much blood. That's what's happening to you right now.
Okay, let's
Well,
wrap
with
it
that,
up.
let me
The
end this.
system's just shutting down.
Let me end this. Thank you for listening to another episode. If you're listening to us, you can watch us on YouTube. Just search up "Don't Think Too Hard"
Yo, I
with the
thought that
number
said
2.
molesto on the space board.
Johnny, we're
I'm
gonna.
like, bro,
Johnny,
when
we
did
actually,
you get a Spanish
Johnny,
laptop?
we actually have to get through this. Like you cannot do this anymore.
My
We have
mark
to
is
get
only
through
2.5 hours,
because
bro.
we need to do this. Okay?
Bro, it's been 2.5.
No, it hasn't. Shut up,
Yo,
Oh
that
my
excursion to Popeyes and now this—that's definitely 2.5 hours.
Johnny. We actually have to get this information out. This is
Oh,
how
yeah.
we get people.
Oh yeah, that's
to
probably
follow
important.
us.
I'll try to be quiet.
Okay, so thank you for listening. If you're listening to us, then you can catch us on YouTube. Just search up "Don't Think Too Hard" with the number 2. Like, subscribe, hit the little bell button. Like this guy, this is so.
Yo, we need to do this at the beginning.
Oh
Yo,
my
if we don't click that
God.
subscribe button and that bell, I'm coming for you.
And if you're watching us, you can come to listen to us on all of them: Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Apple Music, or Stitcher, whatever. You can wherever you get your podcast, we're there. Listen to us. Don't Think Too Hard number 2, and follow us at Don't Think Too Hard Podcast on Instagram, on TikTok. I think that's it. We're good. Good day.
This podcast is brought to you by Audible.com's Audible Books. It's not though.
Somebody rock with it. Bow, bow.